Okay, it is live now. So I was discussing about the 3D printing highlights in India. Now I will start my session with 3D printing and design, the topic CAD modeling and file format. Okay. So if we talk about the CAD modeling, it is computer aided design modeling in which we use some softwares to create a model. We can take the dimensions and we can model it. And next is file format. As we know, the different softwares in which we make the document or we make the part has some file extension. So in this 3D printing also we have required a certain file format, and also there is a different advantages of different file format. So we will discuss in this presentation. Now just overview of 3D printing, that what we do in our lab. The step one is 3D printing is create a CAD model. So step one, we have to create a CAD model. It may be whatever the requirements of the client, customer, or if any idea come in mind, so we can model it as per the dimensions using the softwares. Now the step two is import to printing software. So we have large number of softwares in the market, open source, paid, we can use for importing the CAD model in printing software and convert it to the machine language, that is G code, with some changing the parameters of printing requirement. I will cover later one by one. And the next is printing. So we have to just uh, use the filament in a printer as a raw material. We melt it, and after that we start the printer to print. So these are the three basic steps for 3D printing. After these three steps, there is a another step that is called post processing, which is required to clean the part or make them coloring and use for the different applications. But basically if we talk about the 3D printing steps, so generally there are only three steps. So let's start with CAD model. In this session I will cover this CAD model, and in the next session I will cover this step 2 and step 3. These are my presentation outline. I will cover CAD modeling, its need, software and tools, demo, CAD modeling, file formats, and conclude with Q&A. Now CAD modeling and its need. Sometimes the part or the idea which come in my mind, it is new, completely new. So there is a requirement to draft it and print a part for prototype to test it. So we go for the CAD modeling. Otherwise, we can just download the model on different websites like Thingiverse and any other different websites as per the market demand or the available on the internet. Most of the creators have completed this task and upload on the internet. And the last is scan and convert. So what we do, suppose we want to make miniature of myself. So what I will do, I will scan my face and I will convert it in with any softwares and get a reference geometry or reference point surfaces. Then I will make a surface model into a software. Then I will convert it into a printing. So these are the three methods or ways to create or to get a CAD model, which is step one for the 3D printing. So let's cover this create. For creation, we can use a Google SketchUp, is a free open source software. We can go for the Google SketchUp and create a model as per the dimension which you require. Now the next is AutoCAD. We can also use this AutoCAD tool for creating geometries as per the dimensions in a AutoCAD tool. It is a open source software for learning and creating or for educator for education purposes, there is a MOU between AICTE and different AICTE approved colleges or different universities also, that we can go for autodesk.com and we can directly download it with for 3 years. You will get the uh, download key and other licensing for just 3 years, not for commercial use, just for learning purposes. And you can also go for the SolidWorks if you have a model with some complexity. So you can go for SolidWorks and use different tools of 3D modeling where, and you can also use Creo, Solid Edge and different softwares in the range of 3D modeling. The next is download. So you can access or you can go to the ThinkWorks website. You can directly download the part and get it printed. There is no issue at all. Like ThinkWorks, you have a GrabCAD, Curls 3D, and so many websites or the platforms where where creators have created the model and upload it. So we have to just log into different ThinkWorks, GrabCAD, Curls 3D with our email ID, and we can able to download it. The next is scan and convert. For this, we have a mini scanners. Different scanners are available in the markets. We can use scanner to scan in all angles, in all views, so that we have a complete structure of a we have a complete reference geometry and the cloud points of a part or a model. And in softwares like Trinio or Scan 3D, we can use these points or cloud data to generate a surface or make them model. Then we can save it as format for printing, that is 3D printing, and we can use it. And also some iPad or app store, we will find some softwares or apps, we can say apps. So from which we can scan the any 3D object in all angles and we can print it out. What are the things which we have to remember during scanning? That the distance should be maintained, proper lighting should be there, and there is no shadow if the part is complex. So there is no shadow in between the camera lens and the part. So these all type of things that we have to keep in mind. Okay. Now let's start a demo of CAD modeling. I will show you a live demo of it. You have to just type Google SketchUp online. You will directly go to a Google SketchUp and press start modeling. And most of the softwares are giving the file extension of 3D printing is required, that is .stl, and there is no such rule that you have to print by only .stl file format. You can print by any of the extension of the file format. Just popularity that as .stl file has achieved, so we generally talk about .stl. And Windows 10, there is a STL file opener, so we can directly open it. There is no need of any other tool to open .stl file also. So just go to start modeling. We can go for different tools, like suppose I want to make a rectangle, so I can make here a rectangle. After it, I can go for upload, push or pull or extrude it. So I have take the tool push, pull or extrude. I can select this surface and I can pull it. So in this way, we can make a 3D part of any object which is going to be print. Now, suppose I want to make a circle. So I can go here circle on any face. If we move the cursor or the pointer, this face enables you to draw on that face. So I just make this circle, go to the extrude or push or pull, and we can make it in this way. जस्ट इसके बाद अपन इसको सेव कर सकते हैं. जस्ट आई विल गो फॉर द सेव, export, and in export we have a different file format. So for the 3D printing I can go for .stl. So I have just click on .stl, and you can see here that untitled2.stl has been downloaded. So in this way we can download it and make it download it, and this .stl file will go for the printing. So whatever the idea is coming in mind, we can just model it with the dimensions. We can say here the dimension is in inches. We can also change in by here this format. There's go to app setting, and this simple template feet and inches, millimeters, meters. We can go with this and start creating. So in this way we can model it with the Google SketchUp. I hope you will get the idea, and different tools that can be used for arc, circle, rectangle, hexagon, push, pull, remove, sweep. These all are CAD tools which is used to generate a 3D object. So it's a free tool. You have to just you need just internet connection. You can go for Google SketchUp online. You do not need to download SketchUp also. If you wish to download, you can download and you can use at your home without the internet connections also. So it's a free open source software. Now if we talk about the AutoCAD, there is AutoCAD. I can go for new file. In the new file, I will select here in bottom down arrow with open with no template metric, and I will go there. So in this, I can create with different draw tools to make a part. Suppose I want to make a dumbbell. So I start creating a dumbbell. I just take line command and start creating dumbbell. Using ortho should be on to make this uh, horizontal and vertical enable. I can give the dimensions also, which is require. I am just making the half section of this dumbbell so that I can revolve it to make a perfect dumbbell in solid. I have to just trim it. We'll go for this to trim. So this trim is a complete plane surface. Then I will go for region command to make a complete surface, because these all lines are different. So I have to make complete surface to make it. I have made this surface. If I will click on this, the complete lines will be selected. Now I will go for revolve. Just go to revolve and select object which I want to revolve. Select it and specify axis start point or define axis. So I will take this vertical axis and enter. So if I will see this, It's a complete solid model, but it is in wireframe. So I will click on view and go for the visual styles and select solid. So in this way we can model it and make any 3D part with the help of AutoCAD software. So we can use extrude command, revolve command, cut, sweep, anything which is required, and we can make it easily. This software you can download it from autodesk.com. So if we will go for this model for printing, so what we will see when we orient this dumbbell for the 3D printing, or I will save in .stl file, all the datas of different geometries will be captured in .stl file, and that points will be the location where the material will be deposited. It is uh, saved in .stl file, and the points where the material, where the geometry is located, the material will get deposited. Okay, but for this we can see here the complexity which we are facing here. This is that we do not have space between or the support of this overhang part. Okay, so for this overhang part, what we will do, we generate a support structure that will be uh, have to be keep in mind during the printing, because when the material will get dropped for this, the material will directly come to the surface. So we will create a structure for this surface to be this solid will be printed on that bed. So we have to also keep in mind that what will be the orientation for the printing and how it can be printed. Okay, so I will save it now. Go for save as. Save as has different extensions of the file that can be used in any other software, but I will go to the export and export other format, and in other format there is a .stl lithography, standard triangular tessellation, STL. We have also a different file format, that IGS, which we use in our design, or this is intermediate extensions to open the file in different softwares. So for 3D printing, we generally use .stl. So we go for the .stl, save it anywhere, and just go for save. Select a solid which I want to save. I have selected it and click on that. So the location where I have set it for save the part in .stl, it has been saved. So in this way we can use AutoCAD to make a model and save it for .stl. So I have covered Google SketchUp, free online software or the tools to make a CAD model, and I have also covered the AutoCAD to make a model of a dumbbell and use it for 3D printing by saving .stl format. Now we will talk about the file formats which is generally used in industry for 3D printing: STL, OBJ, AMF, 3MF. These four mainly file formats which are used in industry for 3D printing, but the common mainly or the general known name is STL, that is standard triangular format. What actually happen in this file, that extension stores a part geometry, part color, references, axes, and their conversion into a small segment of the surfaces. So these all data is captured in this extensions, and it is going for when it is going for the printing, so these data is captured by their controller to deposit the matter. Now the problem objective is when STL and when OBJ and other format have to be used. Now if we talk about .stl file format, it is easy, simple, it can be work with any type of hardware, software, even Windows 10 can directly open the .stl file as we can open PDF file directly. There is no need of Adobe Reader and all that. So this is the flexibility given in this .stl file format. Then we can open it, we can go for .stl and print it. Next is ready to use 3D models. We have a variety of ready to use 3D models which are available on the internet and easily available .stl files that can be download it and print it. Next is don't care too much about precise representation of your CAD model. If we have CAD model in which there is a gap in surfaces, or we called it as watertight, uh, it does not have watertight geometry. There is some leakage between surfaces. So that type of file can be easily converted to .stl and can be printed it. So there is no precise representation. It's a pros as well as cons of this STL file format. Pros that we can easily save it in .stl and we can go for printing. But cons, if the model complexity is so high and we have to check that it is ready to be 3D printed or not, because if it will get printed, after that there will be a leakage in that part. So to check that uh, it it uh, it is not suitable or preferable .stl. If we so much care for the precisions and the layer height precision printing, then we will not prefer STL file. So what we do for that, we will go for OBJ file. It is used for multicolor 3D printing also. In the case of different colors for support material needed, or the different colors of another 3D printing technology, not FDM. So we have to go for OBJ file. It is preferable that OBJ file will be used for multicolor 3D printing and also very high precision. Again, ready to use 3D models online as compared to STL. It has also a second rank, we can say, that we have also ready to use 3D models online. And due to high precision 3D printing, it is used for aerospace and jewelry making. So we can use this file for aerospace, jewelry making, and these type of industry. Now AMF. So AMF have integration of that all STL and OBJ uh, limitations, we can say. So it has also a precision, it has a capability of printing multiple colors, multiple materials, including graded materials also, if there is some alloy or different complexity, and these all can be all at once. So AMF is also a format which can used for precise printing and multiple colors and multiple materials data capturing. Next is 3MF. It is a plug and play 3D printing. There is no requirement of some rework or the tessellation settings or the surface editing, surface clipping. It is directly plug and play 3D printing. But to make this 3MF file, we have to go for precise CAD modeling and the perfect modeling tools used to make a model to save in 3MF, because it is a standardized for animation and VR virtual reality rather than 3D printing. So we can go also for 3MF. So it depends on the applications where the part will be used. we will select or we will save as file with that extension. But most popular is .stl. We commonly work with any type of hardware, software updated, or anything else. So we generally go for .stl. So these all are all four common file formats which are used. And again, I'm telling that file formats is just to save and record the data of the geometry and their materials, complexity, surface textures. These all data has been recorded in this file. So if you have any question, any doubt up to this point, you can ask.
Sir, how to draw curves, complicated curves, just like the S hook?
How to draw as hook?
Curvature, any curvature, sir.
Any curvature you can design by in Creo or SolidWorks. Just you have to first understand the geometry.
Okay.
If geometry have some surface curvature, it will be under a Kunz surface. So we have to get a particular dimension of it, the section of it, in what ways it will be sweep or what ways it will be height at that extent. So we have we have to either capture the data with the scanners,
Okay.
or we have some dimensions so that we can model it.
Okay. Sir, does this format depend upon the machine what we choose, or the process FDP or say, laser centering and other things?
Yes,
Does
yes,
it
yes,
depend
yes.
upon these?
Yes, it depends.
So for
Generally for PLA
sir,
and
can you tell
ABS,
for
for PLA and ABS material, generally we go for the .stl if we do not require a very high precisions. Yes,
sir for metals?
for metal, either we go for 3MF, OBJ, and .stl. It totally depends on the application where it will be used.
Okay.
any
Thank you,
any
sir.
3D printing technology can use these four type of file formats, but it depends the data which we want to capture and print. As I told,
Okay.
if we required a high precision, like I said, jewelry making, or any aircraft applications, biomedical applications, so there is a requirement of high precision, so we prefer that we will go for OBJ.
Sir, if you want to do any research work or business, should we get a licensed versions of these softwares, or
Yes, yes, yes.
any open source is sufficient?
No, no, no. Open source is not sufficient for commercial purposes. If you are starting your own venture, or you are working for a client and it will somewhere go for commercial purposes, so we have to go a license for any type of these softwares. It may be AutoCAD and other. For practice or for research purposes, you can adopt it, but it should not be commercial. It is mandatory to go for commercial licenses, because in those we have a number of nodes, we have number of complexities that has to be covered, and it will not uh, sufficient for applications like biomedical and other that. So we have to go for it. There is also open source software like Divide, DIVIDE, Divide software, which is used in biomedical applications. So we can use it for research purposes and take the data and conclude our research. But as far as commercial purpose is concerned, we have to go for licensing.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Venkat. Yes, anyone? You can also ask in chat box if you have any questions.
Sir, can I ask one question regarding is this recording of this lecture will be available to us?
Yes, yes, yes. All recording will be available to you. I will just download it and upload it on a YouTube channel. I will create a separate YouTube channel and I will give you a link so that you can access.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Regarding this biomedical field, means which hardware and software combination will be work, like artificial hip and other components to be manufactured.
For biomedical application, it starts with step one, that is CT scan. So we go for the CT scan data. That data has been captured and it will be converted into a surface geometry. There is a divide software which we can open the CT scan file. So where we proceed this CT scan file with divide software and go for surface modeling, checking all the points are correct or not, or editing of that point cloud, and we will make surface model. Then we will go for the prototyping. It's a open source software divide, but there is lot of more software which is commercial use. We have a separate session of this biomedical application by Dr. Y Modi on 9th of October from 12:30. So I hope
Yes,
they will elaborate this issue with biomedical applications.
yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
And also we have Mr. Kunal Agrawal. He is doing uh, this industrial application or biomedical application for their clients, for hospitals. So he will be also joined us on 9th of October by 10:30.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. Anyone
Sir, can you share your PPT on your WhatsApp group?
on WhatsApp group? Yes, I can share. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Anyone have any question?
Sir, while discussing about the 3MF, you said
Yes.
the plug and play, sir. I didn't understand what that means.
Plug and play, generally this term is used for virtual reality or animation projects, that this file can be directly go for print, just like if we have a PDF file, so we do not need to open if it is connected with a printer. Just click, right click and go for print. So in this way, this 3MF file cannot be needed to open it. Just you can go for right click and print. But the flexibility you should have this Windows 10 and latest softwares and latest drivers.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is the last call. If anyone have any question regarding CAD modeling, file format, printing.
Sir, can we know the cost of the scanners that will be used?
Yeah. Scanner generally starts with 5 lakh. Start with 5 lakh. There is a wide range of scanner now. Some scanners are handy in just like we accelerate our bikes. Uh, just T-type scanners are available in the market, in which we have to move around the part to scan the
Okay.
object. And there is also a fixed scanner in the where the fixed platform is over there. We have to stand it, or we have to just locate the part over there like CMM machine, and the scanner will take the data or capturing the part surfaces from all angles. So these type of scanners used in industry, we can see that there is a number of variety of copy parts or the same models or mixture of two models are in the market of same part. So these all are happening because of the scanning. And currently what creators are doing, they have application or app in Android as well, and as well as in app store. So they can use that apps to make scanning of the part if the dimension is less than 1 feet.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So we
Thank
have
you.
a session of this miniature design and printing on 10th of October. So
Oh,
that entrepreneur Jigar Panchal, Mr. Jigar Panchal, is doing that type of scanning and printing miniatures.
oh, oh. Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you, thank you. Okay, so in next session, I will give you a live demo that we have done in this session, that we have created a dumbbell, 3D dumbbell in AutoCAD, and now we will going for the printing. So in that I will go for uh, step 2 and step 3. I will give you a demonstration of voxelizer, where I will import this model and how can we change the layer height and all these things. And when in the next step we will go for the printing. So I will give you a live demo in the third session. Start will 2:30. Okay, so thank you so much for being there.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Sir, next session starts at
2:30. I have shared a
okay.
schedule on WhatsApp and email also. The next session will be start at 2:30.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Sir, is
thank
there any
you.
attendance for this session?
What?
We have to enter any attendance for this session?
Attendance has been recorded. I have just used the uh, extension of Google. So
Okay, okay.
attendance will be recorded automatically.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Uh, Sir, I would like to just hello.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. I would like to just point out that if you're recording the attendance using the online software, sometimes it happens that the attendance may not get recorded. It happens sometimes. I have faced that problem.
Okay.
So you can just take
Sir,
a note of it.
Okay,
sir,
okay.
morning attendance is going to Atal, sir. When I click that link, it will go to Atal only.
No, that I have to feed. Don't worry about it. I will feed in uh, that separate login. And I have also recording this session and going for people, those who have joined, and scrolling my cursor so that this screen is also recorded.
Sir, very good afternoon, sir. This is
Yes.
Anthony from Chennai. So I have given my official mail ID, but I can't able to log in with the help of my official ID. So I have
Okay.
logged in with the personal mail ID, sir. So how you will be calculating the attendance so that both the names are being same only?
Okay. Just send me a WhatsApp. Just send me a WhatsApp of your email ID from which you are log in this session.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Fine, sir. Fine.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello, sir. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello.
Sir, directly we are logging through Google Meet, sir. And any problem, whatever we received the Google Meet link through WhatsApp group, simply we are clicking and it is joining, sir. There is any problem for that? Instead of joining that through mail? Hello.
Hello, Ajay.
Sir, there is any problem if you joining through a WhatsApp group? No, WhatsApp group, you are sending one link, na, sir. So if I click the link, directly we are opening Google.
No, no, sir. I am just opening through your. Just I receive one mail. I
Okay,
will
okay.
open.
Okay,
Okay.
that Gmail only. Okay.
Yes, yes. From Gmail only.
Gmail only we have to connect. Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes. Okay, sir. Atithi Chetan.